Hi everyone, this is how you use an Asus ROG Ally as a Wii U Gamepad. Now this is purely just to use it as a touchscreen. Because my emulator is running off the ROG Ally itself, that means that for me to get a second screen, I have to use a HDMI and a dock. So if that's the route you want to go down like I am doing and just use this purely for touch, then this is how you do it. Otherwise, if you want to hold the ROG Ally in your hands and play and cast to a second monitor or a smart TV, then you're going to need to go down the casting route. Otherwise, you need to get the emulator running off, say, your PC and getting the ROG Ally as your second screen. I was briefly watching a YouTube video before of a guy showing how to do it with a Steam Deck. I'm sure it would work with an Ally as well. I think the app he was using was called Deskreen, something like that. So just type in how to use a Steam Deck as a Wii U Gamepad on YouTube, and there's a guy showing you how to do it with a Steam Deck, and I'm pretty sure the thing he uses is Deskreen. So he takes you to a website where you download that onto your PC, and he's obviously using a Steam Deck, so he downloads a different version, but on that site there will probably be a Windows version of that app there, so you can probably do it with the Asus ROG Ally if your emulator is on your PC, not on the Ally itself. Okay, but because my emulator is on the Ally, because I've got other games that I want to play on this and play it on the go, this is how you do it with the dock mode. So here's the dock at the back. Get yourself one of these. It all connects with one cable here, but at the back I've got a mouse, keyboard, HDMI and power cable back here, all plugged in. Now, because it's in the dock, you don't want to have to lean down over the dock and press the buttons like this, right? So you want a separate controller. So get yourself if you've not got one already, a Switch Pro controller if you want. Now this has got gyro built in, whereas the Asus ROG Ally, as far as I'm aware, doesn't have gyro control, so you're limited there as well with it being a ROG Ally. So using something like this is a bit better. Again, this is purely just to use the ROG Ally as a touch screen. So first thing is to get the controller. Your Bluetooth needs to be turned on. Search for devices, touch the little button up here, hold that to start searching. It'll pop up there, Pro controller, just connect it up, and it will say connected. Now this is all synced up to the ROG Ally. Now the next thing you want to do is open your emulator. Now I use EmuDeck and Emulation Station. I followed a guide from a guy called Pete on YouTube that showed me how to set that all up. And I sort of had to figure out how to do Wii U games with Cemu on a ROG Ally a little bit myself. And if anybody's really struggling with that, I can show you how to get like the keys that you need and to convert WUX files into WUA so that Cemu can read them seamlessly, which other YouTubers, again, didn't really show me how to sort of figure that all out for myself, and I kind of got lucky with finding the right keys that I needed on YouTube as well. So if anybody wants a video of me showing you how to do that, then let me know. But go ahead and open up either Emulation Station or just open up Cemu straight away. You can see my hand there with my phone. Hello. So you won't have that right away. It will be something like this. There we go. Okay, so here's like the games that I've got installed on Cemu. Okay, so go ahead and click this at the top and drag it off to the right here onto your second screen and just make it big over here. Now go to Options, go to Separate Gamepad View. That'll pop it up there on the Asus ROG Ally. Now go to Options and go to Input Settings. We're going to now need to map this controller. So up here at the top, under Profiles, just type in something like Ally Gamepad. Okay. And then down here, go to Emulated Controller, Wii U Gamepad. And then under controller, it'll say controller 1, X input. That's showing that because it's wanting to use the ROG Ally buttons as the input. So instead, we're going to click on the down button there and go to something like Nintendo Switch Pro Controller. If that is not in that list there for you, or it's not letting you click down, just click on the plus button. Under API, go to SDL Controller, and then Controller, Nintendo Switch Pro Controller, and then just click Add. And then go to the down button there and click on that, okay? Now just map all your buttons. So click on the A button there, and then just tap on A, and then B, and then X and Y, and do all the buttons that you need to until you get down to here where you've done all of the D-pad, and then you get to blow mic, and then just click away. Just click off blow mic. You don't need a blow mic button or show screen button. Okay. Then one final thing, settings. Make sure use motion is enabled for gyro, and then rumble is just set to 100, and then OK. All right, and then at the top there, make sure you click save. Mine's already done, so it's not showing up. And then up here, it will just say like settings saved or something in green. Okay, then just click off that, and then open up your game. Okay, so we're going with Wind Waker. All right, so you can see it's on the Ally screen as well. Okay, we turn the sound on. There you go. We've got sound, just so you know, I'm just muting the TV. And it's the same over here, but if you just tap on the screen, it'll work. Okay, Wii U Gamepad. And here's my save there. Okay, hello. So now this should work as your gamepad. Okay. Now, if this isn't full screen, you can put it full screen. Just bring your mouse to the top and go options and full screen. And then again, make sure your mouse is off to the side somewhere where it's not going to get in the way. And then here you go. You can do this and drag stuff around with your finger, or if you really wanted to, you could use a mouse just to be a bit more precise. But the ROG Ally's touchscreen is pretty good, so it's not too clunky. You don't have to do multiple presses like this to get it working. It works pretty well. But if you're playing something like Xenoblade Chronicles X, where there's lots of little buttons and you do want to be more precise, again, you can use the mouse button here. Okay, but yeah, that's pretty much it. And again, here's the controller working there, and again, there's the gyro working. So yeah, it runs pretty well with this setup. I'm really happy with it. So yeah, there you go. That's how to use an Asus ROG Ally as a Wii U gamepad. So again, if you want this in docked mode, this is how you do it. And if you want to do the casting route where your emulator's on the ROG Ally, but you want to cast to a TV or a second monitor, then you're going to need to go down the casting route for a TV. Or if it's the emulator's on your PC, then you're going to need to go down like a different route for casting to your Asus ROG Ally with something like a Deskreen or something like that. But again, there'll be tutorials on videos and videos on YouTube that you can follow for options like that. But there you go. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope that helped. And see you later. Thanks, everyone.